Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Amazonians. You're welcome again to your favorite program, The Horizon, Voice of the Amber on ABC TV. I am Mary Rachel and I'm pleased to have you all on board today. I can assure you, wherever you are, Australia, in Europe, in the Americas, that today we have a very full package for you. And please just hide and use the link that has been into several forums to share and bring many of us on board. This has been a very pregnant week that has been very pregnant, and there's a lot of information that we would love to share, and we will equally appreciate your contributions, your concerns, your questions through telephone calls. Once more again, you are on the Horizon, the Voice Amber Woman on ABC TV. And today we are still told not all route leads to Boya, and the need more than ever before for collaboration. Everyone is talking about it, from the United Nations to Amazonia to Europe, everywhere. Everyone sees the need for people to come together so Amazonian could cry, should shout hallelujah and thank God Almighty for their homeland. And we want to equally appreciate, I just say it here, the efforts of our interim president, Dr. Samuel Sako, for the wonderful work he's been doing, and I applaud him and the marvelous team of ACT for believing in the Swiss talk and taking this opportunity, for which right in the middle of New York, Swiss talk mentioned as a way, as the beginning for any form of negotiation. We just want to appreciate him. I appreciate him, and I want to thank the ABC team for being there for us today again. And with me now in the studio, no other than is no other than the mother in the house. I will call her that for the marvelous work she's doing as well. Ma Patience, Dr. Abiedu Patience, with whom we are going to dismiss information as far as possible. Thank you very much. And with me is also Comrade Fon, doing a marvelous job as usual. So today, just sit tight and get water, get a drink, get a popcorn, and let's begin. My patience, you are welcome.
Thank you, Ma Rachel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my brothers and sisters, fellow Southern Cameroonians, Amazonians from all over the world. I extend special greetings to those of you in our homeland, motherland, Amazonia, and also those in Ground One. We are pleased to be here today to keep this connection going with you, so you know you're not alone in the struggle, to bring you information that could at least uplift you to know that this journey may be long, but there's a home that we are going there. There's a final destination, so that you don't feel lost, you don't feel left alone. And I also want to appreciate our president, President Samuel Ekomi Sako, for all the marvelous work he's been doing, and that people should not forget this fundamental fact. I've always said this, and I will say it now at the introduction, that after our previous president, Ayub Tabe, was abducted and taken to that other country, if we didn't have this leader in the name of President Sako to take over the struggle, I think we will not be here today. So I want to say I thank him for his sacrifices. There may be lots of people there that do not care about him for one reason or the other. but they should at least appreciate him for keeping the struggle alive. Thank you, and I greet all of you. Ma Rachel.
Patience, thank you very much. Really, I don't know. I used to say to myself that I'm somebody that I don't just really use a lot of calling names and everything, but there gets a time where you have to, take another bend and begin to say yes. When you talk of our press, I remember the day we in Berlin with so many of us not knowing, that confusion. And looking at him, he was so steady and with some kind of deep vision in his eyes. And I just said, wow, well, let God do the rest. So I am really like smiling and being so happy, putting on a black and white because it's either white or it's either black. No way you can't cover it. And when it comes, as well we fight pregnancy with a calabash. So I will commend him and efforts he has really been doing with the marvelous team he's working with and our boys on ground, the great work they are doing, hoisting the Amazonian flag, hoping for other land, relentless, and really each and every one of us, whatever thing we are doing, if we are here to talk um, about what has been happening, what is going on around the world concerning our liberation struggle. Concerning our liberation struggle, I would say it is really a God ordained revolution. My patience, we have been looking
Yes, sir.
through. We've been looking through several documents these days, and it is nothing other than to smile and to comment the hard work that each and every one has been putting in their own small way for it to surmount to where we are today. Let's just comment. We have from the German ambassador in the UNOCA a few days ago. We have the French parliamentarian who was able to make a very powerful statement that most of us have been crying out about. And some people thought we were just being maybe paranoid, or we were just being jealous, or we were just being mongers. But then when you see other people start thinking, following your line of thought, then you know that you are really on the right footing. So, my patience, let me just start with you. A few days ago, like a woman, that was the 10th of December, the Human Rights Day. And woman for having stood up very tall, crashing glass ceiling, and pushing the human rights very hard. What would you want to say about what Eleanor Roosevelt did in connection, like woman and Amazonian, what role one could play? The Amazonian woman could step up, take a bold step, and how can you connect with the human rights situations that are ongoing in the Amazonian crisis? My patience, over to you.
Thank you, Ma Rachel. On December 10th, which is yesterday, it was Human Rights Day. So human rights is observed on December 10th every year. It's the day that the United Nations General Assembly adopted the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And this document, we've talked about it sometimes ago on this show. It's very important, and the reason we are bringing it up today on our show is because we are all getting affected by what is going on during the war. There are a lot of human rights violations going on during this war. But I just want to start by quoting one of the key architects of this Declaration of Human Rights. Her name was Eleanor Roosevelt, one of the first ladies of the United States of America. And this is what she said. I will just read the quote. It said, where, after all, do universal human rights begin? In small places close to home, so close and so small that they cannot be seen on any map of the world. Unless these rights have meaning there, they have little meaning anywhere. Without concerted citizen action to uphold them close to home, we shall look in vain for progress in the larger world. Quote closed. So this lady is saying something that applies to us back home. Any human right violation, even in a small, remote place like Kwakwa that nobody knows in the world, even in a small, remote village in like Gabo, any remote area in our land where there's human rights violation, it starts with us. It starts with mothers, fathers that know that those are human rights violations, and that if we don't recognize them as such, then the victims never get the benefit of recovery from such atrocities. So it is for us women in particular to make sure that we don't shun away from all this. We take note of all this. We make sure that those who perpetrate all these crimes pay for it eventually. And how do you do that? You do that by recognizing them first, and then by putting your feet down that those who consider themselves superior over you and try to rule over you and make you look inconsequential do not have that power, because the only person that has power over you is the Almighty God who made you. So this day, December 10th, we all remember it, and we stand for our human rights. The human rights that is violated for your neighbor, your child, a fellow Ambazonian, is also your human right that has been violated. You have to look after one another. So as mothers, as sisters, we are all building our capacity to address human rights. And if we all think in the same line, that those atrocities that are happening to our sons, our husbands, by La Republique, because they don't want us to own our own country eventually, because that's the only reason why this is happening. They don't want us to own our country. Those human rights will never go unpunished, because we have to remember them, we have to record them, and eventually they will be paid for by the perpetrator. Rachel?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you much, Mappy. We are probably having some synchronizing problems, but we thank God that our voices are being heard. And I would just want to take a little bit on what Eleanor Roosevelt said. As a woman, I can see that she sat as the chairperson of the drafting committee of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You know, most of us today, women, we are shying away from our responsibilities. We think that somebody else should be able to do it for us. But it's high time every woman should aspire to do something to the human race, because just bringing forth, birthing children, that is just one step as a mechanism that was chosen to perform this responsibility. There are further responsibilities in the world that as a woman you are supposed to take it. And this point in time in the 21st century, where many women are standing up selflessly, I mean selflessly, not women that are doing something because they want some kind of recognition to follow their name or whatsoever. Because if you ask this woman, did you know that if for human rights you were going to chair this committee, she will tell you, no, I was just doing it so that at least something could be done for humanity. It is a call for every Amazonian woman. You get up from your couch, get up from your sofa, and begin to do something that will make Amazonia homeland not just stay in illusion, not just on papers, not just on discussion tables, but to really come to to reality, really. And she equally said, in small places close to home. Where is home? You and I, we are in the diaspora today. From time to time, you will see somebody who will ask you, when are you going home? When last were you home? Are your parents okay? So you begin to notice that that comfort that you are finding in some place where you are, maybe in Europe, in America, in the Middle East, or wherever, you will remember that you are not home. But these human rights should be brought close to home. Where is your home, my brothers and sisters? We are just sitting and letting, we say it does not concern me. Are you sure that even that land that you are protecting down home, down there, the business you have built for yourself, the empire to make for yourself? If this, God forbid, if thing does not come true, do you think you will ever be granted visa in any embassies of La Republique anywhere to go and see that thing that you are now claiming to be yours and not fighting for homeland that you should really stand up for? It is really food for thought for many of us. You know, mothers are burying their husbands, their children, their sons and daughters. Really, it is something that those who are in the Western world, who have the right to talk of communications, freedom of speech, and whatsoever, to really push forward so that those back in Amazonia or in other parts of the world or in Africa could also benefit. So I will not want to talk too much on this. It's a we discussed here on the horizon when we were talking fundamental human rights, rights to life, rights to education, when people should go to school or should they not go to school. So we are just calling on us women, women in the house, Amazonian women, wherever you are. If you are looking for homeland, it's time for you to stand up and start doing some things women like Eleanor Roosevelt did. And without taking much of our patience.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Are you still there?
I'm here.
I just to be sure that you are there before I take to the end of December. You know, our German ambassador has been saying lots of things, many things these days that we really need to go into. I think we should go line by line. You know, the Ambassador Gunther Stauter, who is a member in the Security Council and responsible for the United Nations organization in Central Africa. I just got that some people say some things. The French version is a little bit controversial to what is in the English version, but unfortunately, we did not see the French version. But I believe what we have will equally take us far as our revolution is concerned. My patience, I will just hand over to you. Could you just give us a countdown on what you heard or you read that Gunther Sauter mentioned in his presentation? International
Yes, thank you.
session.
Thank you, my Rachel. Looks like we may be having some small technical issues.
Yeah, we do not synchronize with the no.
Okay, I'll just use this moment to just read a section of what the ambassador said for the benefit of those who may not have read it or seen it. And just 2 paragraphs that focuses on Cameroon. So he said, let me now turn to Cameroon, where cross-cutting challenges accumulate and reinforce a multi-faceted crisis. It requires greater international attention also because of its potential impact on the entire region. A peaceful resolution of the conflict in the Anglophone regions is the most pressing issue. We are deeply concerned about the recent rise of violence. We condemn in the strongest terms the attack against a school in Kumba on October 24th. There will be no military solution of the conflict. Inclusive political dialogue is the only viable path to peace. Measures taken so far, including legislation adopted in the aftermath of the Grand Dialogue National, do not suffice. There will be no sustainable peace process without direct negotiations between Cameroonian government and the separatists, although I prefer that the name should be restorationists. We are not separatists. We strongly support the Swiss-led mediation process, which aims to improve the conditions for such negotiations. Conflict parties must show resolve to de-escalate and act in a spirit of compromise. Activities of diaspora groups in social networks, including incitement to hatred and violence, open calls for cessation, and attacks against Cameroonian embassies are not acceptable. The Cameroonian government, on the other hand, must do to address the legitimate aspirations of Anglophones, including taking concrete steps to strengthen regional self-governance. So, Rachel, these 2 paragraphs has a lot of information. First and foremost, are you getting me?
Yes, ma, I'm getting you.
Okay, first and foremost. Okay, so we do appreciate Ambassador Gunter Salter for these remarks during the UNSC, United Nations Security Council meeting on UNOCA 2 days ago. And it means that our plight is really getting international recognition, and for that we should really be thankful. But if we go detailing into the document, I want to start by one part that is for me, very important. When he mentioned that measures taken so far, including legislation adopted in the aftermath of the Grand National Dialogue, do not suffice. Okay, so we know everything. We already know about the Grand National Dialogue, where they had us giving the special status and all the other conditions of recovery and disarmament and elections. Those were all those were all proposals that came from the Grand National Dialogue. But the one thing that is clear is that the illness itself, which is not an Anglophone crisis, they keep on using the phrase Anglophone crisis. It's not an Anglophone crisis. The illness itself is that Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, believe that they cannot live together with La Republique. The experiment failed. The federation that we had failed. So we need to get our country back. And the parties to that problem, we, the restorationists, never took part in the Grand National Dialogue. So the medication that was used to treat the problem was the wrong medication. The prescription that was prescribed was the wrong prescription. So you cannot get any solution. You cannot get any healthy reconciliation when you prescribe the wrong thing. So, Ma Rachel, in that same paragraph, he says that they support the Swiss-led mediated process. And right now, our people are dying on the ground every day. If that is the only process that is right now on the table, supported by many international organizations, why is La République not pushing for it quickly? And I want to just tell our people listening on the ground that you have to feel confident. You have to feel that, yes, you have a ground to stand on. Because the challenge is this: if La République really believes that they have the right to prescribe. Mr. Haftar. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought he was going to speak about it, but that's the Ambassador Gunther Sauter. Okay, if La République really believes that their prescription was good enough, then they should go to the Swiss mediation and stand their ground and say that we've already come up with a solution that is better than what the Swiss can do. It's going to be a conversation that is sit on a round table as equal partners and talk, so that all the killing on the ground will be abated. Ma Rachel, I don't know what other thing you took from those two paragraphs from the ambassador.
Yeah, really, the ambassador's message to me is really full of so many things. You know, sometimes I'm very, very particular words. You know, who say Germany remains deeply concerned about humanitarian crisis. I just want to say that Germany should not only remain deeply concerned, they should act that concern, because as we all know, they have the potential and the powers to other European countries, European Union, to bring La République to attend the Swiss talk as faster than we could think. It is something they can do. The power of Germany in the EU is one that can shake the unshakable. So I will not like that they just remain that they are concerned, because while they are just concerned about it and not doing the doing, a lot of things are happening. People are being killed every day. Girls and women are being raped. Children are being given birth to and in the bushes, and they die without maternity care, without any health care. So it's a very dangerous situation for anyone to just be concerned. They have to move and begin to do what anyone can do about anything. And he equally says, I appreciate the fact that he says, we also have reports that state actors such as defense forces violate human rights. This cannot be justified. You know, I really appreciate him here. It is not justifiable that La République will sit and begin to send people on a shooting spree in South Cameroon's Ambazonia, where military will go in there and even kill little babies like baby Martha that was sleeping on the parents' couch in their living room. The military invaded the village and killed that innocent unborn baby. Talk less of the other unborn baby whose mothers were in the forest doing their oil production, and for the military to have picked that 8 months old child and dropped a child into a cooking oil.
So good
This is
afternoon,
things
and
that are so inhuman, that so unjust. You cannot justify what people say we are the military. So with people coming out and be saying that it is not, you cannot even justify it. Look at the children being killed in Kumba. What can we say about that? Is it because you want to hold some people in assimilation for how long? The 2 cubes of sugar that you could not dissolve for over the years, has it resulted to the thing of just shooting down young men and women? We can go on and on and on, but I'm so happy that they say it's not justified. And this call is for the Ambazonians. Those of you Ambazonians who still think that you do not believe in the Swiss talk, begin to hear now. I hope you are listening. I hope you are hearing that even the people whom you were saying it will not go anywhere, they are talking about the Swiss talk. They are mentioning it. It's high time every Ambazonian, even whatever thing you want, whatever position you stand, but at least it has been said in the United Nations House that that is a step forward. And it was also said that he also mentioned that the resolution taken after the Grand National Dialogue does not suffice. If we all know what it does not suffice, it does not meet the expectation. People should come and sit down and even talk right to the root causes, so that if anyone is looking for any lasting peace, looking for any security or whatsoever, we should start going to the Swiss talk. I'm talking to you, all of you, small groups of Ambazonia who have camped yourself and you are ready to sell out little boys and girls, where we are losing our land, losing property, losing souls every day. Please tell whosoever you are following, or you yourself, if you begin of how you want to go to that Swiss talk, let's go and talk this thing there, so that at least, even if it's what form of peace or freedom or liberation that you want, let's go there. Please don't let the white man talk it for you. Very soon you say white man, they need to do anything, you and a toothless bulldog. Now they are talking, so we have to wake up. My patience, please.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
Yes. You know what? You just said something about don't let the white man do it for you. The white man will not do it for us. You know, it's really up to Cameroonians, French Cameroon, Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, to dictate what they want. The white man will only be the facilitator. Nobody should tell us how to rule our country, right? They cannot come and say, we're no longer being colonized. We're not in the days of colonization. You know, we are all learned people. We've studied history. We know that we all have the right to live, we all have the right for self-determination. And if that's the case, let me even just say something that most of us may not realize, but that's the key of what is going on. You know how when we were growing up, we always said, oh, Cameroon is such a peaceful nation. And we believe that to the case. We always believe that we're such a peaceful nation. We have food, people are living happily. But it was all an illusion.
Yeah.
All along, there was what they call structural violence all along. There was what is called cultural violence. So those two violence had always been in our country. The only thing that brought it to the head is when we started seeing physical violence after the teachers and the lawyers went on a strike. So we have always believed that we were a peaceful nation, but it's false. And I just want to say something about the demographic of Cameroon, the age group and all the like. Majority of Cameroonians are under the age of 35 years old. The vast majority are under the age of 35 years old. What have they seen in their lifetime? If you come from an affluent family, then you've always seen wealth and, nothing will bother you. Things that may be rosy all over where you go. But if you come from a non-affluent family, you are struggling. You may be as smart as what? You're struggling because you don't have the opportunities. So this cultural and social violence has always been in our nation. Then those who are older than, let me say those who are even older than 70, 80, they probably know the history of the former British Southern Cameroons, how things were when there was government based in Buea. They know the good times. That number, that portion of our population is dwindling, is getting smaller because people are dying. So the other middle between the other ones that are say 40 to 60, some of them are comfortable where they are. They may not know that history that well, or they don't care. So that means that those of us who may have been younger or old enough to fight for those who are younger should continue this fight for them. Because if they had those opportunities like their counterpart had after Federation, we'll be talking about it, something will not be here today. So I'm bringing this demography to show that the young people do not know the history of what happened back then when we were Western Cameroonians, when things were really rosy in general. I remember when I was in primary school, when you know, we had to march for in those days. You're marching, you didn't even know what you're marching for, but you were happy. They gave you puff puff. I don't know whether that happened to you, Rachel. Our schools were clean, the hospitals were clean. They were living in Buea then. So the young people now, they don't know all this history. And so I'm saying that things have changed a lot from 1960 to now, where this violence, structural violence, cultural violence has been brewing for years and years, and has just manifested as a physical violence 4 years ago, and now we have a full-blown war. So without going to the table and discuss the root causes of the problem, without discussing the root causes of the problem, there can be no solution. And he also mentioned in his write-up that it cannot be won militarily, right? There's no military solution. So La Republique is lying itself. If he can send all the armies he wants to kill all our people, that will not solve the problem.
Yeah,
Rachel, over to
thank
you.
you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ma Patience. Really, it is really true. You can kill because I see somewhere here where the other equally said a peace resolution of the league in the he mentions Anglophone, but I would say in the Southern Cameroon's region is the most pressing issue. I like that one. It's the most pressing issue, which
Absolutely.
makes it that something that everyone should stand up in that region. If you go through some of the papers where they read that land is in a strategic place between West and Central Africa. So anything is just like that picking way Naid get they bring out in for house when it's not place die. So that is that kind of a role, that place, that particular position where Ambazonia did it so. Now it be gateway for East Africa and for West Africa. So he said now the region that conflict there is a most pressing issue. It can spoil and small. He say we are concerned about the most recent violence. And no, most recent violence. This is something that started 4 years ago. People have been killed. We have refugees in Nigeria and in other countries. We have IDPs. We have prisoners of conscience detained. We have people all over the places. So it is not something that we must wait until it gets to 1 million like in Rwanda before we start saying that something has happened. No, you people should come. No, it is already in the making. That is a genocide. More than 4,000 villages have been burned. 400 villages have been burned down. That is Scotch policy. You don't just sit and downplay it that it is in the most recent violence, or maybe most recent in other violence. And the aftermath and the consequences and effects of a violent of war violence and the declaration of the war by President Paul Biya is very glaring. War was upon the people, so it's not something that he should just, they should say it is a recent something. Maybe it's a diplomatic language to say people should get up, but then the handwriting is on the wall. And there's another thing I also wanted to also comment again. He said that there will be no sustainable peace process without direct negotiation between Larry and Patience, I'm mentioned already. So
Yes.
there is no way he will talk leaving Amazonians. Many people may come from that region, but me, I emphasize it Ambazonia, because if you know that you are Ambazonia, you will know what I'm saying. Because some people do not see themselves like that. But if you say you are, there should be dialogue between La Republique and Ambazonians. So that is embedded in it. And you see,
Yeah.
La Republique should do all to address all legitimate aspirations of, I will not say Anglophones that he said, I will say Ambazo, all the legitimate aspirations. So this one, I will take it again to be a diplomatic language. Because when they say the legitimate aspiration, you already know we have to try to address it going down to the
Root
root,
causes.
so that,
Exactly.
yeah, so that whatever thing. So somehow we really want to appreciate this, the fact that I want to sit here today and really applaud and thank President Sako again for the God-given vision that he really stood up for this Swiss-led talk when others did not believe. You know, there are some things that many people do not believe in, and you see yourself believing it, and in a short while, you see it start bearing fruit after lots and all forms of criticism. And I will really applaud it. And all the Dr. Elad, yourself, Maema, Mawini, all those that are sitting in that team act believing, and all the Comrade Bo with his team, and every other one that is sitting out there believing and holding tight to that Swiss talk. I applaud you from my small end, and God is on the throne. It is well. We shall say
It
through.
is well indeed.
It is
Wait,
well.
but may I just say one more thing? There's that popular talk say a bird in hand is worth two in the bush, right? So anybody
Yeah.
where she don't the one deny this one bird will get them for hand when I get for solve the problem. That person not like we, because if you already get this opportunity where international community support them, why should you uh, why should you not accept it? Why should you belittle it or undermine it? You know, our people
Good
are dying. If everybody put
question.
their force together, they push the motor, some more go for Swiss talk. If we don't reach the Swiss talk, so they put out La Republique and she done. And then all the international community get for doing say, again for put pressure for La Republique, La Republique now and come. But I believe say 2021, something will happen measure. You know, God they on our side. 2021, with after all this talk, with all
Yeah.
this we international people that they talk like this, 2021 we should have some more defined achievements as far as this Swiss talk they go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mape, you don't just talk and more reach for the small talk where we see this French ambassador an adult. You know, some talk to the way, you know, this is the voice of the Amber woman on ABC. The women are coming to you big time. We are bringing to you facts, not things that we just created. It's not cocoa soap. We are bringing to you savon. So please, ladies and gentlemen, these are facts. Maybe you have read it because most of the articles have been shared in most of our forums. Maybe you also watched the interview. One of our sisters also did it with the French ambassador, where he said about where he himself, when we are talking about the white man, there was a statement we just made here that the white man will not come and do the work for us. He wouldn't come to do the work for us. It's time we will start doing the talking, doing the, because this man said when he was asked, for example, when Mimi was doing the interview with him, he asked him, do you think that the French government is behind all these things? This man is an outspoken person. But what did he respond? He said he does not. He does. I wrote it down. He said he did not. He don't believe that France is the one pushing Paul Biya to do the things he is doing. In as much as France will love the status of Cameroon to that, but he doesn't think he's the one pushing him, killing people to bring down and doing all the not with him. It is high time France should push Cameroon on the negotiation table with Ambazonia. I was very proud because he led Ambazonians. So, mothers and sisters, Ambazonians, we should not let people write our story for us. People should not tell our story for us. This is the problem we've had all over this. We've let people written for us, people spoken for us. The time has come. My patience, please give me that other statement that where that ambassador said. Give that, or let me give you that statement to say it. What did he say concerning dialogue?
Oh, you're talking about the MP, the Sebastian Nado, the MP
Yes,
of
yes,
the
yes,
France.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
This is interview with Mimi Mefo it was eye-opening. I really applaud him for his honesty. And one thing that came out from it right away is that he called Paul Biya a dictator. When Mimi asked whether he was going to visit Cameroon, he said, well, he has never been invited, but he knew that Paul Biya was a dictator and he doesn't really care much about dictators. And the fact that he was bold enough to really call Paul Biya a dictator, it means that he's not afraid of Paul Biya, right? He's not afraid of Paul Biya. And there's other something that he said that I really applaud him. He said that that France. You asked the question. You mentioned something that he mentioned that France is not contributing towards this problem, but he answered it. He said it in an indirect way, because he said two things. First, that before the elections, right before the elections that took place, where Kamto won, but Biya was really the president. Their election, which is not really our problem, by the way. But when before the elections took place, Macron should have told Biya that you're too old to run for presidency, right? You're too old. Step down, let other people run. I wonder what would have happened if they had different candidates at that time, and Biya was not a candidate, and they had other candidates. And what if they had a candidate? Akere Muna was running at that time. And I was in the back of my mind, I was thinking that maybe this is a ploy. Maybe if Akere Muna wins, he's from Southern Cameroon, maybe they think that will pacify the situation. We'll think that, oh, an Anglophone has won, then we don't really have to continue with our problem. But that's besides the point. He said that Macron France should have pressured Biya not to run, knowing that he's an old person. But the only reason they didn't do that because they like the status quo, right? They like things to remain the way they are. If President Biya stays in power for another 5-10 years, the better for France, because they are reaping the benefit of a very, corrupt regime, where they have the upper hand. They have businesses in Cameroon, the oil business, timber, and all the like, and they are reaping our resources on a daily basis. They have access to our resources, and so the status quo favors them. was it not Mitterrand that said that if Africa was not there, France will deteriorate into a third world nation? So this is what is playing right now. Jacques Chirac, yeah, Chirac, sorry. Yeah, Chirac. So this is what is playing right now. Okay, so it is evident that they prefer Biya to be there for all eternity because then they have access to our resources. They don't care about the human life. And then something else that he said that was very eye-opening. When Mimi asked him why France is not doing anything, he said that usually France will intervene in any country. Their diplomatic processes have to do with either humanitarian or economic. What are the humanitarian aspects or the economic aspects? But in this case, France overlooked the humanitarian problems and is more interested in economic benefits for France. And that's why they are quiet. That's why they are quiet. So I would say that in all essence, the death of thousands of Amazonia is also, their blood also is on France because of the accord, the agreement that they had before we ever became part of this equation. France controls La République du Cameroon. La République du Cameroon is a special status to France, right? It is a special status to France. And then we are supposed to be a second special status? Hell no. That's what is going on. And I think he said a lot.
Yeah, no doubt. No came that status they gave them from France. They want to hand it over to Amazonia. Oh God. Special status. I don't know. My appeal to all of this is to fellow Amazonians. If you know say they be born you, they bury your Nitong. They bury your Nitong for that land. For that land what they call and say Amazonia. Southern Cameroon. Go back Amazonia, Southern Cameroons, West Cameroon, former British Southern Cameroons. If you anyone way you choose them, as you know say you Nitong dey for that place, me you stand how you go do get bank account, then you take your pin, you give am for some person may hold the pin for you. No una think am una say sef. Then dey call una say make una come go know how wey na you go dey control the cocoa when harvest don come, the coffee when harvest don come, all the thing dem. So that now you go fit talk your own thing how you want me be. Now you decide. You say no, may I wait first, me the person come first before I start talk. Not be so. Not be so that they do. It's just there like say you all man dey go Sacred Heart, go Sase, go Bishop Rogan, all man dey go Luot, all man dey go Seka Baptist. Then you they carry you, they send you for CCC, comprehensive, all those things. Then when you start one ask and say, Papa, why I be saying for this school where una dey send me now? They start beat you every day. They talk say if you know one self for go to school, can't she done for house? You go ask question. And then when you see some person one come say, okay, time don't reach now where this pikin get to go this school where this other pikin then too that they go. Then you wake up and say, no, I go manage the one where I be first day. Then una just fellow Amazonians. We need to talk for here now because me I get something I want go take am for Amazonia. If you ask me, no, but as why I don't come for this Europe for Wyman country, I don't come no say if finally every person get the own one. Because for here that they ask you say which day you go home, when last did you visit your home, your homeland? The way they'll put you the question self, even if you been a governor for the country where you did it, e no go fit still stand. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger wey he be comot for Austria here, go for America, go be governor for California. He still come back, he dey for a country for here for Austria. If you say he no fit go stay for place where he don be governor. So make una begin dey try, especially now wey this our Swiss talk don go reach for the place. Make everybody try, make join hand. Even na which one wey you want am, make una calm down, make go talk the talk. Well, Mape,
Yeah,
another crime. Now for our women then.
yeah. I want to just say, so,
Government. Mhm.
Rachel, before you go for the next one, I just want to say, still for this talk with this parliamentarian talk, the MP talk, Sebastian Nadot. You know,
Mm,
we more also give you credit. He say uh, the best way for solve this problem for people that for sit down for round table, right? He is the word round table. When you go for round table,
mhm,
everybody be equal. And he said the parties the way they be involved, people then if you talk for people the way they be locked up in jail, right? If you go and talk with people the way they be
mhm,
in a free land. So that means La Republic and the restorationist leaders the way they did for diaspora. He used the word diaspora several times. He said with diaspora they really be educated people. He said a lot of diasporans they be educated people, and I know the same people the way they did for we land or homeland. He said Ambazonians in general, Cameroonians they be educated people. So they fit solve this problem
yeah,
themselves. They go for sit down for round table, but they emphasize, say the United Nation, the European Union, United States of America, and maybe the African Union. So some international bodies that get
yeah.
for be there for facilitate the process. So many people they don't really talk now say the only way for solve this problem now forget that negotiation process going on. So all this thing where La Republic don't waste more than 1 year after the Grand National Dialogue, which happened last year, September 2019. It don't waste one whole year. And during that 1 year, the number of deaths they even increased. They start killing with people there more and more. Operation Clean Bamenda or Clean Man Bamenda, all those things. They kill with people more and more, and they continue to kill with people them. So
Mhm.
when they say mommy them, papa them, picking them, when I get for just gather una serve them. Una get una own small thing going. Una stand for the justice for una people the way they don't die. Stand for justice for una self because that land, Southern Cameroon, now una land, now una inheritance. Me una not give up for anybody else for take that land from una. So this now good talk where all this other white man that they talk, we they call them white man because now white man, nobody say they really be superior over us. Unfortunately, now they get power right now for do certain things for on our behalf. Let's be the ones to decide how the things will end up because now we final decision for make.
Yes, so Mape, and they still talk for some place say the German ambassador Gunther still talk say there will be no military solution to this
Yeah.
conflict. No military solution go fit be there. So it's not a matter of going about killing people, burning houses, now it go solve the problem. Because everybody will be involved for this conflict. No, even the people for Wyman country, more put and so na so the thing dey because now them be done for 1884. They divide the Africa. Now them become, now them be colonized. Now them be now then they plenty for UN. Now then they take the decision. There's no way we can put them out. They'll always be there. That's why sometimes I say no, we should not be screaming at this international organization because according to at the end of the day they would be the ones that are still talking. Because for me, I know the vision that I had as far as this revolution is concerned. First of all, it wasn't even everybody. This thing that is coming out from the UN on the 9th and on the 10th for these few days is telling me that it's going to come. Whether people like it or not, they will just wake up one morning. The declaration will be there. So no matter what, we can go on killing people, killing, but at the end of the day, because it has been said that no military solution is going, military killing, burning down villages, raping, miming, shooting people's legs, cutting their hands, cutting their legs, disabling them, rendering them handicapped for life will not solve the problem. Because the little boy that was 16 years, 4 years back is 20 years today. The one that was 20 is 24 years today. And if at the end of the day you think that you will kill and kill, they will still wake up to say, but since we started fighting this thing, Nothing has been done, we will keep fighting. So is that what we want? There will be a time, not long from now, military
And
shooting and
marriage,
killing will not happen. Yes, ma'am.
marriage. I just want to remind with people the way that they listen why that man be say the Grand National Dialogue did not suffice. Might just remind una what the be the resolution for that Grand National Dialogue, the proposals them, and then when I really believe say that one are just na rubbish. If you say the one of them they say they will adopt the special status, we don't talk about them for Northwest and Southwest, for give us special status. They will say they will restore the House of Traditional Chiefs. Marisha will talk about that later on the election. So they will restore the House of Traditional Chiefs. They go do the election for local government, which they've done. They go immediately relaunch certain airports and seaport in the tour area. They be plan for rebuild some of our airport and seaport. We still wait for that one. They will do integration of ex-combatants into society. Now when they be talk about that disarmament and then they take people them. But think about it. If you are an ex-combatant, you just they will give you any high position. You go there to do slave work for them. Then they say they go. The one important one. They say they will rename the country from the former name, which is to United. You know that is La République du Cameroon. So they will plan for change and back to United Republic of Cameroon. They just that one will appease us, and a few other things. I bring this one up for say all the things where they plan, they don't make any difference to us, right? Because they don't go into the root cause of the problem. So at the time, mommy them and papa them when they listen, any man there for your own small corner. The one thing when I get for no, be assured of say when I go be better. There's a question they ask them for America. When everybody want to be president, they'll say, oh, when they run for president, they say, were you better off 4 years ago than now? And they ask another question. When I just when I'll be ever be better off under La République than under Ambazonia? When I just when I'll ever be better off under La République as second-class citizens than first-class citizens under Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia? Because now when I get the land, now define when I don't really be a self-governing country in the 50s and early and just 1960, 61 before they take over. You know how things well, most of the people be young, so they don't feel appreciate them. But things were rosy then, things were great because we had this fundamental inept structure where we be naturally honest people. Honesty takes you a long way. When you live your life with dishonesty, everything goes. When they give money for bill road, you put the money for your pocket, no accountability. So I don't want to make this point and say, yeah, you got call the cam.
Hold on the camera.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, this is my name.
Myrin. Myrin, welcome.
Thank you so much. I was just calling
the Major National Dialogue.
Guys, and I just thank you so much for you and my patients for taking this time out to educate our people. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Myrin.
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to contribute to the show?
You know, actually, I think that what I would say here is I cannot thank our president enough and all of those people that all of our the Danicos and all of our brothers and sisters that are so involved in diplomacy, and most importantly, our brothers and sisters that are working so hard in the back. You know, you see the faces of a few leaders, but behind all the leaders are a lot of us Ambazonians that are pushing from the back. Those silent heroes that no one knows them. And let me just use this opportunity to thank each and every one of them for their financial contributions. Because without them supporting us from the back financially, I don't think most of these things will be accomplished. So to all of them, I say thank you. To the husbands that let us put Ambazonia before them, I say thank you as well. And I cannot be more proud of you and our sister Mape, of course, for the great job that you all do all the time. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much. You too as well. The same package for you. Thank you, Ma.
Yes, so but I just take this small opportunity now.
Okay.
I did for work. I just watch for work. I said, make I just come here for a second to remind everyone, hopefully all of us that are watching, for those of us that have completed our draft, we say thank you to all of us. Mape, thank you. Mape has drafted in 3 LGAs. Marriage, and I say I be the most lucky woman born in Mogamo, married in Mogamo, now 1 LGA I Mape has drafted in 3 local governments. She's born in Fako, raised in Meza, married in Momo, so 3 LGAs. So Mape, you are an exemplary sister and leader. I just want to say thank you so much for everything you do, financially and the sleepless nights. But to all of our sisters, I mean, when we hear people talking about our revolution, what does that mean? That means this is time we sit up, Rachel. I heard you say that nobody should write our story for us. True. And the only way that we can continue to control the narratives of our story and of our own independence, staying focused, like tuning on, don't worry about the noisemakers. Don't worry about the people who says there's no Switzerland. At least now they don't talk say Sakub don't should for a room for Maryland and Nipacho Switzerland, because even the international communities know say Switzerland are the only way for us to go now. But focus a Sunday now Amber Challenge phase 1. The reason why I call on phase 1 is because President has a surprise. Please, if you don't finish pay draft, make sure you can get recognized. Nobody recognizes you don't pass exam. Now just say when your country needs you, you sacrifice. So we just say come and let's hear your president say thank you for the financial sacrifices. The one we never finish paying, we're not there discouraged at all. Because this year don't be the rough year for us. We'll still continue to the push to go until we get there. So I just wanted to come in and chip that 7 p.m. Amber time on Sunday, we are going to have the Amber draft finale, phase 1. And we encourage everybody from every local government, make you come join us on that Sunday. Thank you so much, my Rachel.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you. Ma just talk some small thing about this draft. I want add some small thing for my so other person to call.
No,
I just want to add say, if you are a true Southern Cameroonian, a true Ambazonian, well, you know they for ground zero, you know they for ground 1, you did live for diaspora. Think about it carefully. People they sacrifice, they don't sacrifice their life. Ambazonia boys them, our sons them, they don't sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice in their life. If you there where you never give $1 single or £1 or 1 penny or whatever the currency there for place you there, you never give for this struggle. What did you think? Either you don't believe in it because you're not really an Ambazonian or Southern Cameroons, or you are there pretending. People think that you are for it, but you're not. Or you don't have. But if you don't have, how can you not have? How can you not be able to sacrifice certain things that you have to be able to pay? So what I'm saying is that everybody can make a sacrifice. Everybody can make a sacrifice and take part in this process if you believe in it. And why will you not believe in a free boya? Why will you not believe in a free boya? Where you can have the country that you yearn for. You can build the country that you yearn for, and not stay as a 2nd class or 3rd class citizen in La République. You know, your special status, you're really a 3rd class citizen, because France is the real person that controls La République du Cameroon, and then La République du Cameroon will control you. Is that what you want for your children and your great-grandchildren? Maybe you're there comfortable now, but what about future generations? So please pay your draft. pay your draft. Please, please pay your draft. Ma Rachel, over to you.
So let me just say thank you so much for really saying that. You know, I think one of the things where we don't talk a lot now, us, right? These children, they yearn to have a country. I heard you say something, say, they ask them, when time you home. What is that telling us? It doesn't matter how much time you spend here in the diaspora. These people still know that this is not home for you, right? So let me tell you what my daughter asked me the other day. She said, Mom, you're thinking that this is about you. It's not about you. I think I called you after that because I had the tears in my eyes were so much. She said, do you know that we've been deprived? I would love to go back and just live peace or anything, but Mom, because of your activity, I can never go home. And I said to my daughter, there's no home anywhere because when you get there, you're a second citizen. Yeah. So what you need to do, your generation, is to join us, understand why we are fighting. You know, one of the guys, Yangwadai here in Dallas, I'll never forget him. He always said the harvesters, the planters are not necessarily going to be harvested. I always have to start thinking, it's not about us, it's about these children here. And those of us with sons, we don't want them, make they can't smash their leg, make them die like George Floyd. Because at the end of the day, when you born Peking for this diaspora, you be black Peking, they look you, it no matter what you do, they still look to be a second class or third class. That's true. Why we can't go want to live third class for our own country? Why for time we can feel comfortable, even speaking on our own TV. Instead, if we did with land for we cannot even dare speak our own pidgin, right? Mm-hmm. So my dear brothers and sisters, I challenge us, the women in this revolution. What sisters in this? In every situation when we were training the other day, you know, the women for permanent peace, we heard that sister say, in every negotiation table, they don't even have up to women or 6 women. So I'm challenging the sisters. Where are you guys? They're killing people in all our counties, in all our local government. We've become victims. We're trying to even raise money to feed people for Christmas. We even see where they come out from that local government. See you for all the sacrifices, all of our sisters, my Emma, my Endera, my Manka, my Victoria, my Yaya, all of you sisters, my Marietta, the sleepless night, and my Gertrude, all of us, my Jessica, my, I just say too many that I don't want to talk to anyone.
Get some mask.
I don't want my Bridget, all of sisters. I don't want to forget anybody. But the few of us that are here working so hard, if we had more, I think this job would be much lighter. So I'm challenging our sisters to just remember the pain of labor and join us, the other sisters that are already on the table. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Girls, I got to run back to work. I have a conference call. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. That was very, very powerful and really, Ma Pesha, really true. Yeah. A lot of things we don't discuss for you. Pay the draft, women coming on board, and really, before that call came in, Mape, you were saying something, but they also wanted us to go to the German ambassador's mention of women being victims of war.
Yes.
In that region.
Yes.
Women being victims of the role of a woman here in this discussing things, what a woman, how a woman should do. We are now moving towards peace process, women being part of it. We are to capacity building, what women are doing. It's a lot of things. And we have educated women all over the world, Amazonian women. We need each and every one. Who am I talking? Who am I? Come to take the bulk of everybody that is here. It's just as big as the ocean that's giving us each small role to play. Come with your own small role and let's see like a woman, how we can equally move these things for Mape. Maybe you have much to say on this, what the German ambassador said about women.
Well, you know that in most wars, and we've had this discussion before, women really bear the brunt. Women are victims in different ways. They are victims because there's pressure on them to be able to be as spies for the enemy. They are victims because they are used as sexual predator preys. You know, they are used. That fact that a woman can be sexually abused and the perpetrator gets away with it, it's mind-boggling. But I heard something. When I was listening to another show about atrocities that have happened in different countries where women are gang raped and burnt alive. I will not be surprised if something like that has happened in our nation. In fact, we know that women have been gang raped. These women are somebody's daughter. These women are people's daughters. They're people's sisters. So if you're a man out there, you have a woman in your life, you have a mother, you probably have a sister, you have a daughter. Just think about another man violating your female family in that manner. How does that resonate to you? It's the most painful thought. It's like, I'd rather be just killed than somebody to do something to me and let me live without pain the rest of my life. So how will these women ever get over this? But the fact is that women, you need to document those things. You need to document those things because all this human right that we just declared yesterday, we celebrated yesterday, these are all punishable crimes. You know, in due time, the people that commit these crimes, with their president, Paul Biya, at the head of it, and the Atangajis, and the Guti, and all the like, and the Lele of Afrique, all of them will pay for this crime. It's not a matter of when, it's just a matter of when. It's not that it will not happen, it's just a matter of when. So as women, we just have to just get some solace from God. Reach out to God who created you. Let God give you some peace of mind. But also, be involved with other women. Have a conversation with other women. Let them know your story. When we talk about capacity building, it means that you cannot be alone, right? You cannot be alone. Talk to other women. Form some groups that you guys can be there together and keep one another company so that they know your story, you know their stories. Because eventually, all of this will come to light, and those who committed these crimes will pay for the crimes. I've always said that on that negotiation table, that we are going to go on that table to find the root causes of the problem, La Republic will pay for every single life that has gone. So when this ambassador is talking about human rights violations, he knows that there are things that will be paid for eventually, and all that takes place on the negotiation table as well. Ma Rachel.
Yes, Mape, the thing is that he really emphasized that women are becoming more and more victims in this region as far as this conflict is concerned. I want to believe that the fact that they see women digging graves to bury their ones is something that is out of place, first of all, in any culture. Um, that is why the interim government, the women's department, is advocating that women should start looking for joining what they will call civil society. First of all, you be active in your local government area. Build yourself, be together with sisters. That will help us. It will help you because at the end of the day, negotiations will come, talks will come. You will need yourself to sit there and say your own part of the story and how you want the things to go on. So this is where, if they say women, they really play a very vital role in things, from finance, ever means political, diplomatic exchange, and all those things. You, as a woman, you are called to pick up that banner and move on. My patience, let's not, we have talked a lot of this. We got to the point that we even talk about the election that went, that took place just a few days ago, undermining the House of Chiefs with some divisional delegates. You know, you see a lot of window dressing that is taking place. They just quick fixes. They just quick fix some things for people to just believe that all is well. But it is a sham. It's just a disgrace for you and I. If you used to know what they say, you are a chief, you are a fun, you are in bed, you are all these things. Look at where they are dropping you because of 480,000 francs. So there are some of those things that, as a chief or as a leader for your people, the custodian of our cultures and traditions, when did you fall so low? When did you become so cheap to put over some things over your people? Until you go for an election, you stand in front of little boys who will arrest you, detain you, you sign an agreement with them, you say they're going to do it again, just like a small 6-year-old who say, Mommy, I will not wee again on the bed. Then the next morning they want to wake up, you have already weed again. You talk in front of young men, boys, because you want to save your own lives, knowing that your action is causing the death of other younger children whom you think they are your subjects. You go to Yaoundé and come back and pass and go, and your name is on an election list that you are a category B, traditional rulers. Hello? If you are category B, what category are your subjects? That will be maybe conversation for another day on the horizon, because women are talking. They are the mothers, they are the daughters, they are the sisters, they are the wives. My patience. Maybe you have something to add.
Yeah, you know that when Sebastian and Nagdor was talking, he also mentioned this thing about election, and he just condemned it. He said you have elections when the results have already been declared. That's what he said. That's the French Prime Minister saying that. So
Yeah.
this election thing, and by the way, I think I want to thank the Amazonian Restoration Forces, because they did an amazing job for that 4-day lockdown. It was effective. Our land was free of the colonizers and the fake people the way they come for election, except for those false few places where they were so militarized, where nothing was happening freely. But as a matter of fact, those results were already known before that day anyway. They already knew who the winners would be. But we had a very well carried out 4-day lockdown, and that election was unsuccessful. We blocked election in our territory. So the international committee knows that. They know that we own our land. When we say 4 days lockdown, the 4 days lockdown were effective. And we want to thank all our mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters for honoring and respecting the call of the interim government. Thank you so much. But back to elections. They have people that are chiefs as category B officers, and then they have all these delegates of divisions in charge of the category B officers. So if you're a chief there, excuse me, you're probably just there because you want some small money coming to you every month. Who are you a chief over? Where are your population? Where are the people that you're supposed to take care of? In those days, when they talk about chiefs, excuse me, when they talk about chiefs, we knew that there are bears that we respected. That when he's coming, people all have reverence for them. We revere them. They listen to the population when the people have disputes and all the like. They took care of their people. But you now have chiefs that have pay loyalty to the government over their own people. What is that? That's nothing. So we call that fake chieftaincy. And if the people want to rebel someday against you, they will, because you're not doing anything for them. You're there just to get a monthly salary and give La Republic the right to go and tell the international community that we came up after the Grand National Dialogue that will do more decentralization, and that's what the decentralization looks like. That's not what decentralization is supposed to look like. The people are the ones that are supposed to say, oh yes, we welcome you, but the people have no rights because these are people that have been imposed upon them. So let's wait till we get our Ambazonia, our Southern Commons. Then you, as traditional rulers, like it used to be in those days, we have all the honor and respect bestowed upon you by the people because you'll be working for the people and the people will respect you. Now you're working for the enemy, and so you lack the respect that you can get.
Thank you, Mape. The thing is that our time is really very well spent, and I want to thank the house for giving us extra time. The basket is full. We have so many things that we would just love to sit talking with you. We love you. We just appreciate the fact that many of us are really in this reality to see homeland come true. It is no longer a farce. If you used to consider it, you took it to be that a farce, please be coming home. If you were that prodigal daughter or son, be coming home, because everyone now is heading towards Canaan land. Come to Swiss Talk. Just if you cannot enter the door, come and stand by the window. You will still get small message. Please, it will help you. It will help me. It will help everyone. Even the world will be happy with us. They will know that these are people who know what they want and they go out for it. Even the so many intelligent Ambazonians, Cameroonians, let me put it this way, in the diaspora, so many of them, people with whom you can talk and reckon with, and you know that they know what they want. Don't just go be a mediocre person to begin to say special status is independence now. Federation is independence. Confederation, if we just take all, it's just the same thing. Anything that there is a just, hello. This my message is really for fellow Ambazonians, because as I said before, the white man is already doing his part. You will not blame him, or you will not blame them again. I don't know. You say white man no can't tell we how we go rule our country. Yes, white man no can't tell you how you go rule your country. But then white man go still tell you how you go still do for the country, whether you like it or not. And now they don't join with the talk, say, no go for Swiss Talk, no go meet up for Swiss Talk. No go meet up for Swiss Talk. Now remember that first chief call meeting now under big tree. We go to the mid village, they will talk the talk for the judge case now for the all man be the camp. If person will not be the camp, they used to banish it for village. If you not answer the call 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It's the same principle. It hasn't changed. So me una come, I beg, me go for Swiss Talk. And I want to thank my president very much. I never ever call his name plenty Sunday like today, so I could just call him because that day when they talk this Swiss Talk, I said vindicate we. vindicate me. Papa God, I thank you. Because if you know how many times we have quarreled or been abused, insulted, Swiss talk is a dream. It will never happen. It's not a reality. I hear they talking for United Nations. Me too, I don't be for United Nations. I don't work there. So I know when the whole conference, they talk something. So thank God for today, Mappy. Maybe you go give your roundup story, then I give my hashtags.
Yeah, I want to give my roundup story first of all by thanking everybody. Thank you, Ma Rachel. Thank you all the technicians that help us with this program today. Thank you, Ma Irene, for calling about the draft. It'd be very important for each and every one of us in the diaspora to do our own part in this our liberation struggle. But I want to end by saying one more thing, that there was a message that came out about Doctors Without Border, that they don't say me they no work for we land again. I want to say now one of the examples for sure when I say this La Republic now wicked people them. Doctors Without Borders now usually white man people them, and now international people them. Maybe we own people them. Now people from different country them. Some of them are white, some of them are black. They come for help with sick people them. Why La Republic for Northwest under the authority of Lila Flick, that is a funny name, why he go impose law, say may Doctors Without Border them, may they not work for area again, you know. Like people where they help with sick people them. That one show how these people they're really wicked. They don't care for us one bit. And they fear say people they like Doctors Without Borders them. They see the atrocities the way La Republic they commit them, and one day they could be the one the way they feel report for ICC for the criminal justice the way they would judge case, because they too they be as weaknesses. So that's why when I give be very careful. When I not trust La Republic one bit, when I push on the people the way they did it, where they say na the governor, when I push for them, may they go do all what they can do, support this Swiss-led process, because we call them every day now because we don't tire all this killing. As soon as they go sit down for that table, start talk, all this killing go stop small, because one of the things that we the talk about now say before the continue, may they stop all this killing for both sides. By the way, the French people they lost their own kingdom, right? They get mammy them for the way they lost their own kingdom. You just say they be glad with that French government where they send their kingdom, they can't kill them. No. So I think in the future, sometimes God willing, next year, we pray say we'll go sit down for that table. We talk this palaver so that all this killing when are the most heinous thing will happen for we country will never ever experience ever, but don't take place in the past 4 years. May stop. By the way, we just said I want to say thank you one more time. When I be steadfast, when I not give up, when I know who my friends and be, when I know who my enemies be, but most of us when I trust in God, because this journey was already planned by God. Already planned. It took the Israelites 40 years, but I just said God not go give we 40 years. God go make our own journey be shorter. Thank you plenty. God bless you all. Long live the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Short live the struggle.
Thank you, Ma Patience, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, you have been watching The Horizon, the voice of the Amber Woman on ABC TV. It has been a very wonderful day. We have moved from New York to Victoria, to Boya, to Belgium, to Germany. We've been all over. We thank you, and we want to let you know that our hashtags for today, let all the fragments in the Ambazonian liberation struggle come to the Swiss talk. So, sometimes they use 2%, marijuana has been legalized in many countries. So Swiss talk has been opened. Let everyone come. It has been made clear in the United Nations that is the talk. that everyone should come to. Hashtag number 2, women, take up your banner and join other women for the peace process that concerns peace, security in Amazonia. Hashtag number 3, do not let anyone tell or write your own story for you. Write your own story and write your books for posterity. Hashtag number 4, Ambazonians, great applaud for those who've completed their draft. For those who are halfway gone, do everything to complete it. Those who are still contemplating, victory is near. Do your best to do your drafting and write your name in the book of liberation struggle. Join your LGA, join your county, and see what you can do. And last and not the least, keep staying focused, for Ambazonia is real. It shall come to pass. Together, we shall make it. As CID, we pay our TV contributions, so you continue watching us. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, it's a pleasure being with you. Next Friday, we shall be here. The sisters, the mothers, and sisters will be here with some brothers to share with you whatever thing is going on the best we can, not the absolute, but the best we can. We thank you very much for being there. I am your host, Ma Rachel. Stay blessed for the weekend and have a pleasant week ahead. Thank you very much, and God bless you.